and thank you for joining me for this 25-minute yoga sequence. So we're going to start this one lying down, so come to get yourself lying comfortably on your back, on your yoga mat or exercise mat. Have the legs extended if you can. If that doesn't feel comfortable for your lower back, then feel free to bend the knees and have the soles of the feet flat instead. Rest your hands wherever feels comfortable, and then just take a moment here just to bring your awareness to your breath. Just start to notice the rhythm and depth of your breath. Start to feel the movement of your chest, your rib cage, maybe your abdomen as well. Notice whether you're breathing in and out with the mouth open. If you are, just try to close your mouth. And then very consciously begin to deepen and lengthen your breaths in. Begin to lengthen your breaths out. So as you breathe in, really fill the lungs as much as you can, as much as feels comfortable. And then breathe out nice and slowly, emptying the lungs as much as feels comfortable. Take another couple of really slow, steady breaths here. One more deep breath in. And one more long breath out. And let's start by taking a full body stretch. So as you inhale, stretch your hands up towards the ceiling. If the knees were bent, then straighten the legs here. And then as you breathe out, reach your hands behind you, bringing the legs a little bit closer together. If the backs of the hands come all the way to the floor, great. If they don't force them. Take a deep breath in. Reach a little bit further back through the fingertips. Point the toes a little bit more. Hold it here as you breathe out. Maybe just gently pressing the chest a little closer up to the ceiling, arching the back slightly. And then as you breathe in, stretch your hands back up towards the ceiling. Flex both feet. Engage your core. And then as you breathe out, bring your right knee into your chest, interlacing your fingers around your right shin. Now take a deep breath in, press down really actively through the back of the left thigh by engaging the quads at the front of the thigh. And then as you breathe out, try to pull your right knee a little closer in towards your right shoulder. Holding it here as you breathe in as deeply as you can. Exhaling nice and slowly, pull the right leg slightly closer. One more inhale. And one more long exhale here. And then take a deep breath in, extend your left hand out to the left hand side, bringing the back of the left hand down onto the floor. As you breathe out, press your right hand into your right knee, slowly taking the right knee out to the side and down towards the floor. Hold it here as you breathe in, press the left bum cheek back into the mat if it lifted. Maybe engage your core just to help keep the back of your body flat to the mat. Then as you breathe out, see if you can press your right knee just slightly closer to the floor, keeping the foot flexed, foot and knee are roughly the same height, and your knee ideally in line with your lower rib cage, your belly button or your hip. Hold it here, take one more deep breath in, and one more long breath out. As you breathe in, slowly bring the right leg back to centre. You can use your right hand to gently press it back inwards if you want. And then breathe out, extend the right leg all the way down onto your mat. Engaging your core, take a deep breath in, hug your left knee into your chest, interlace the fingers around the left shin. And then slowly as you breathe out, start to pull the left knee towards your left shoulder. Again, holding it here as you breathe in, press down firmly through the back of the right thigh. Breathe out, try and pull the left knee a little closer towards you. Inhale deeply. And exhale slowly and steadily. Take a deep breath in, extend your right arm out to the right hand side. Back of the right hand comes down onto the floor. And then breathe out, slowly press the left knee out to the left hand side, engaging your core, engaging your glutes on the right hand side. Hold it here as you breathe in. Try and keep the right bum cheek in contact with the mat. As you breathe out, see if you can press the left knee slightly closer to the floor, keeping both feet flexed. Take one more deep breath in here. And one more long breath out. And then as you breathe in, slowly bring the left leg back to centre. Now keep the left leg bent. As you breathe out, release the sole of the left foot slowly to the floor. Bring your hands down next to you. Take a deep breath in, re-engage your core. Try and keep the right leg straight as you lift it slowly up away from the floor, extending it all the way up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, turn the right knee out so it's pointing outwards, bend the knee and bring the outer edge of the right foot to the front of your left thigh. So if you feel like this is a deep enough stretch, you can stay here. If you want to take it slightly, take the stretch slightly deeper as you breathe in, engage your core, lift your left foot, maybe lift your head, take your hands either around the back of the left thigh or you can take them around your shin. And then as you breathe out, start to release the back of your head down onto your mat, pulling the left thigh in towards you. Make sure that the right arm has gone through the gap in between the legs rather than above the right shin. Hold it here as you breathe in. Breathe out nice and slowly. If you've got your hands around the back of your left thigh, then as you breathe in, you could extend the left foot up towards the ceiling just to get a bit of a hamstring stretch here as well. But it's absolutely fine to keep the leg completely relaxed as well. Let's take one more deep breath in. Keep the lower back pressing into the mat. As you breathe out, see if you can pull the left leg a little closer towards you without your lower back lifting. Now carefully release the grip on the left thigh or shin. Bend the left knee if it wasn't already. Bring the left foot back down slowly onto your mat. Place the hands down next to you. As you breathe in, extend the right foot up to the ceiling. Maybe just circle the ankle a couple of times. And then as you breathe out, bend the right knee. Bring the right foot back to your mat. Take a deep breath in, extend the left foot up to the ceiling, flex the left foot. Exhale, twist the legs so the knee points outwards, bend the knee, left foot to the front of the right thigh. So again, if this feels a deep enough stretch, just stay as you are. Otherwise, as you breathe in, you can lift the right foot, lift your head, reach forward, interlace the fingers either around the back of the right thigh or around your shin. And then as you breathe out, slowly pull your right thigh towards you, releasing the back of your head back down onto your mat. Hold it here as you breathe in. Again, try to make sure that the lower back doesn't lift. So really pressing actively through the lower back if it feels like it does want to lift away from the floor. Then using the breath out to continually pull that right leg, right thigh in towards you. Take another couple of deep breaths here. Again, if you've got the hands around the thigh, you've got the option to straighten the right leg, flex the foot, to get that hamstring stretch as well. So if you took that option the other side, do the same this side. Take one more inhale and one more long breath out. Release the grip on the right thigh, bring the right foot slowly back to the mat, hands down by your side, and then take a deep breath in, extend the left foot up to the ceiling again, maybe just circle the ankle a couple of times, and then as you breathe out, release the left foot back to the mat. Now try and bring both heels a little bit closer towards you. Keep the feet flat, feet about hip width apart. Make sure that try to get your heels just about within reach of the tips of your middle fingers. If you can't quite get them that close, that's fine. Just bring them as close as you can. Now as you breathe in, engage your glutes. So you feel your pelvis tilting and then press down through your feet to lift your lower, middle and upper back up away from the mat. Pressing the hips and thighs up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, slowly roll back down. Try to keep your glutes engaged so you're rolling down one vertebra at a time and your lower back is the last thing to release back to your mat. Breathe in, engage the glutes, press through the feet, lift up once again, maybe a touch higher. Breathe out, slowly roll back down. Breathe in, press down through the feet, glutes engaged. Press the hips a little closer to the ceiling, maybe engaging the glutes even more. And then exhale, slowly roll all the way back down. Once the lower back comes back down onto the mat, lift your feet, bring your knees into your chest, but extend the heels up towards the ceiling. Now tuck your chin to your chest, slowly start to rock forwards and backwards. Do this a few times, so don't feel that you have to come all the way up to sit on the first one, but gradually make those movements bigger and bigger, eventually coming all the way up to a seated position. So once you're sitting, cross your legs if that feels comfortable for you. Bring the hands onto the knees. If sitting with the legs crossed doesn't feel comfortable at all, you can sit with the soles of the feet flat and the knees bent. So we're going to take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall. And then as you breathe out, slowly twist to the right, bringing the right hand to the mat behind you, left arm to the right knee if you're sitting with your legs crossed. If you're not, bring the outside of your left arm to the outside of your right thigh. So take a deep breath in, press down through the right hand, sit a little bit taller, and then as you exhale, just start to twist your upper body a little bit more to the right hand side. Hold it here as you breathe in, maybe lengthen through the spine, drawing the top of the head up towards the ceiling a touch more. Breathe out, see if you can twist a little deeper. Take one more deep breath in, and one more long breath out. And then as you breathe in, slowly come back to center. Breathe out, swap the hands, left hand to the mat behind you, right hand to left knee, or right arm to outside of left thigh. Breathe in, press down through the left hand, sit a little bit taller, and then exhale, slowly twist, turning the chest and shoulders to the left. Hold it as you breathe in. Breathe out, twist a little more. Inhale deeply. And exhale to twist a little deeper. Take a deep breath in, slowly come back to center if you're sitting with the legs crossed. As you breathe out, bring the knees together, then take the feet to the side, and then come forward onto hands and knees. So have the wrists directly underneath the shoulders, have the knees directly underneath the hips, top of the feet resting on the mat if that feels comfortable, but if your feet are cold and feel like they might cramp, you can have the toes tucked. So as you breathe in, slowly begin to press your belly actively towards your mat. At the same time, lift your head, look forward, press the top of the head towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, tuck your chin to your chest, press the middle of the back to the ceiling and really pull your navel, your belly button towards your spine. Breathe in, slowly but actively press your belly down, lift your head, press the top of the head as close to the ceiling as you can, keeping the hands flat. Breathe out, tuck your chin to your chest, press the middle of the back towards the ceiling. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your head. Exhale, chin to chest, middle back to the ceiling. Now take a deep breath in, slowly come back to a neutral spine. And then as you breathe out, tuck the toes if they're not already. Sit your thighs back towards your heels. Now on your next breath in, keep the hands and feet where they are, but press down through the hands and feet. Lift the knees, engage the thighs to press the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, without moving your hands, try to press your chest a little closer to your thighs, looking towards your feet. Hold it as you breathe in, press even harder through the hands, try and draw the tailbone an inch closer to the ceiling. As you breathe out, maybe press the heels a little closer to the mat. They don't have to go all the way in the bend. You can keep the knees bent, that's absolutely fine. One more deep breath in here. And one more long exhale. Now as you breathe in, keep your hands flat to the mat, but just start to take really small steps with your feet, bringing them towards your hands. Keep the hands flat until you can't get your feet any closer to your hands. And then if there's still a fair bit of space, then lift up onto the fingertips. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Keep the feet hip width apart, bend the knees, rest your torso on your thighs. Take your hands to opposite elbows. Take a deep breath in, keep the legs really strong. But as you breathe out, just let your upper body flop forward here. So just allowing the torso and the chest to flop down onto the thighs. Release any tension from your neck, your shoulders, your upper arms. And then take another deep breath here. So on your next breath in, engage your core. Slowly begin to lift your upper body, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Gradually coming all the way up. Straightening the legs. And then slowly lifting the head. So bring your hands down by your side, step to the top of your mat, stand with the feet about hip width apart, both feet facing directly forward. Turn the palms of the hands to face forward, then take a deep breath in, sweep the arms out to the side, stretch the hands up to the ceiling, hook the thumbs together, and as you breathe out, bend your elbows. Take a deep breath in, engage your glutes, engage your core. As you breathe out, reach your hands up and over to the right hand side, nice and slowly, pressing the hips to the left. As you inhale, slowly come back to center. And exhale, reach the hands to the left, press the hips to the right. Try and keep the front of your body facing forward. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, reach the hands to the right, hips to the left, avoid twisting. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, reach the hands to the left, press the hips to the right. Breathe in back to centre. Exhale, hands to the right, hips to the left. Breathe in back to centre. Exhale, hands left, hips right. Take a deep breath in, slowly come all the way back up. And then as you breathe out, bring your hands onto your hips. And take a deep breath in, bring your weight into your right foot. As you exhale, take quite a big step back with the left foot, turning the toes out to the side, just enough so that you can get your left heel down. They don't want to be all the way out to the side, just maybe, I don't know, 20-30 degrees. Take a deep breath in, make sure that the hips and chest are facing forward, not to the left. And then as you breathe out, keep the left leg straight, but slowly bend into the right knee. As you breathe in, so you straighten the right leg, and then exhale, see if you can bend it just a little bit deeper. Now take a deep breath in, reach your arms forward, stretch the hands up towards the ceiling, engaging your core as you reach your hands higher. Hold it here as you breathe out, maybe engaging the glutes on the left hand side just to help press the left hip forward. Breathing in, press a little harder through the left heel, try and keep the left leg straight. But as you breathe out, see if you can bend that right knee just a fraction deeper. Now take a deep breath in, slowly straighten the right leg, bring the hands back onto the hips. And then exhale, lift the left heel, bring your weight forward into your right foot, and then step your left foot up to meet your right. Take a deep breath in, bring the weight into the left foot, and then exhale, step the right foot back, turn the toes slightly out to the side. Deep breath in, turn the hips and chest to face forward, keep the right leg straight. Exhale, bend the left knee nice and slowly. Breathe in to straighten the left leg. Breathe out to rebend it, holding it there. As you breathe in, stretch the arms forward and up, engaging the core as the hands go higher, closer to the ceiling. And then exhale, see if you can press down a little harder through that right heel. Breathe in, keep reaching the arms up. Exhale nice and slowly, maybe engaging the glutes on the right hand side. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend that left knee just a little deeper. And then take a deep breath in, slowly straighten the left leg. As you breathe out, bring your hands onto your hips. Lift the right heel and then carefully step the right foot forward to meet the left. Take a deep breath in, keep the feet about hip width apart, bend your knees. And then as you breathe out, slowly begin to fold forward, engaging your core. Try to keep your spine fairly neutral. As you fold slowly down, bringing your torso all the way back down onto your thighs. Now take a deep breath in, bring the hands flat to the mat in front of your feet. And then as you breathe out, start to walk your feet all the way to the back of your mat, coming into our high plank pose. Try to make sure that your shoulders are directly above your wrists, and try and find a straight line from your heels through your hips all the way to the top of your head. Now take another deep breath in, engage your glutes, engage your core. Keep your shoulders directly above your wrists, but as you breathe out, lower your knees to the mat and untuck your toes. So now you've got a straight line from your knees through your hips to the top of your head. Breathe in, keep the glutes and core engaged, and then as you exhale, bend your elbows, lower down, maintaining that straight line, bringing your thighs and chest to the mat at the same time. So bring your forehead to the mat, slide your hands back a few inches so your wrists are either side of your lower rib cage, press through the top of the feet, and then on your next breath in, begin to slowly lift your head, your chest, your shoulders up away from the mat, and hold it here as you breathe out. As you breathe in, see if you can lift a little higher. Exhale, hold. Breathing in, lift a fraction higher, and then exhale, slowly release. Bring your forehead back to the mat. Keep your hands where they are. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, let the legs relax. Press down through the tops of the feet once again. As you breathe in, slowly lift your head, chest and shoulders looking forward, and then breathe out, bring the elbows to the mat directly underneath your shoulders. And take a deep breath in, press down through your elbows. Really press the top of your head up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, engage your glutes, press down firmly through the front of the hips and the pelvis. Take a few deep breaths here. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can do by taking your hands a little bit wider. And then on your next breath in, you can press through the hands to lift both elbows at the same time. Drawing the top of the head a little closer to the ceiling. That will feel like a deeper stretch in the lower back, so make sure it feels comfortable. If it doesn't, just bring the elbows back down onto the mat. Otherwise, holding it here for one more deep breath in. And one more long exhale. So if the elbows are lifted as you breathe in, bring the elbows back to the mat. And then exhale, bring the hands back to about shoulder width apart. Take the elbows wider, lower your chest, and then slide your hands back so your hands are just behind your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, press down firmly through both hands. Lift back up onto your hands and knees. And then as you breathe out, walk your knees about halfway to the back of the wrists. Bring the feet over to the side, doesn't matter which side, but both to the same side. And then bring one hand down onto your mat as you sit on your mat with your legs extended out in front of you. So let's extend the right leg, hug the left knee into the chest, let the left knee drop to the side. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, really engage your core. And then as you breathe out, slowly start to fold forward, hinging from your hips, walking your hands down towards your right foot. If you have a strap here, you can loop the strap around the sole of your foot and hold onto the strap with both hands. If you don't, that's fine. You can just hold on to your calf, your ankle, your foot if you can reach without overstretching. Alternatively, you can just keep the hands flat to the mat either side of your right leg. Hold it here as you breathe in. Keep gently pressing the chest forward, deepening the stretch down the back of the right thigh. Exhale, pressing the chest and torso a little closer to the right leg. Take one more deep breath in here. And one more long breath out. And then as you breathe in, release the grip on the right foot. Slowly start to lift your chest. As you breathe out, hug the left knee in, extend the left leg forward, hug the right knee in, let the right knee drop to the side. So deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, engage your core. And then exhale, slowly fold forward once again, bringing your chest forward and down towards your left leg. Breathe in, walk the hands forward towards the left foot. Take hold of whatever you can reach or keep the hands flat to the mat. But as you breathe out, keep pressing the chest forward. Again, using your strap if you have one and you need it. Take another couple of deep breaths here. Maybe pressing a little bit harder through the back of the left thigh on your next breath out. One more inhale. And one more long exhale. And then take a deep breath in, release the grip on the foot, ankle, calf, or just bring the hands back in towards you. And then as you breathe out, hug your right knee in and then step your right foot forward just until your heel is roughly in line with your left knee. Bend your left knee as well and then let the knees drop out to the side, bringing the soles of the feet together. So hold on to your ankles, take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, and then as you breathe out, bend your elbows, gripping the ankles tightly so your chest and shoulders start to come a little bit further forward. Hold it here as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, begin to round your upper back to bring your chest a little closer to your mat. Interlace the fingers around your toes. Take a deep full breath in here. And then as you breathe out, see if you can let your neck completely relax, just letting your head drop forward. If that feels too deep a stretch down the back of the neck, then lift your head slightly, look towards the arches or heels of your feet. Holding it here for another couple of deep breaths. Make sure your whole body is completely relaxed here. So at this point, you're not pulling or forcing your head towards your feet. You're just allowing it to relax wherever it gets to. And then bring your hands to the mat just in front of your feet. Take a deep breath in, engage your core, slowly start to roll back up to a seated position. And then as you breathe out, bring your knees back together, soles of the feet flat to the mat. Make sure that you've got plenty of space behind you, so sit right in the middle of your mat. Take a deep breath in, stretch your arms out in front of you. Now squeeze the knees together, engage your core, press the feet into the mat. And then as you breathe out, slowly begin to roll down, one vertebra at a time, releasing the lower back first, then the middle of the back, then the upper back, the shoulders, and then the back of your head. Stretch your hands behind you, straighten your legs, point the toes, go for that full body stretch again if you have the space. And then as you breathe out, bring your hands down next to you. Find a comfortable position to spend the last few moments of your practice. Once you feel comfortable, take a really deep full breath in. And then as you exhale, close your eyes. Start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Hopefully you've still got some of that pace and rhythm, depth of the breath that you started your practice with, but if you feel like you've lost it a touch, then just take a few moments to deepen and lengthen the breaths once again. Just allowing the whole body to completely relax. Take a few more deep breaths here. And just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe circle the wrists and the ankles a few times. Begin to bend your knees one by one, bringing the soles of the feet flat to the mat. And then engaging your core, bring your knees into your chest one by one, interlacing the fingers around the shins. Rock from side to side a few times, just massaging the width of your lower back, blinking your eyes open if you haven't already. And then coming back to centre, extend the heels up to the ceiling, take the hands to the back of the thighs. Tuck your chin to your chest, slowly start to rock forwards and backwards. Gradually coming all the way up to a seated position. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that. Please feel free to share any feedback. Thank you.